What is up, guys? In today's video, we're going to be spectating random players in Fortnite Zero Build, going over what I think they do well, what they could do differently, and just the state of the game right now. As always, if you guys do find this video to be helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more. Comment down below which of the recently added mythic or exotic weapons are your personal favorite to get out of the black markets. Mine definitely has to be the mythic drum gun. That thing is incredible. For this game, we're going to be trying to land Lone Wolf Lair because with the boss being here, I expect this to be a location with a solid amount of players coming here and a solid amount of like active players coming here, which is something I really look for when making these videos. I don't really want to spectate an area that's super dead and that just nothing happens in. Be on board with its default momentarily after he reloads a shotgun that only has 2 shells. Chevy truck dad, let's go. The gun is a struggle sometimes. Even when I wanted him to eliminate me. Outlaw shotgun couldn't do it. There was a few more people here. Somebody is already getting the vault. I would be pretty happy if that was happening if I was this player because the vaults take a decent amount of time. I wouldn't really feel that rush to go down there. Obviously, you do want to make your way down there at some point, but it's not like you need to put a stop to it right away. You can let that player down there complete a few of the phases of the vault for you. They do have a recon scanner down as well, though. Not sure if this player got marked. It does show you if you get marked, but I don't know if it's like a bug on Spectator or what that he didn't. His loot is terrible as well, by the way. 2 outlaw shotguns. No follow-up, and the outlaw shotgun only has 2 shots. You'd think having 2 would help solve that problem, but there's a shotgun delay in this game if you shoot a shotgun and being able to swap to another shotgun and shoot it. Now he only has 1 shell ready to go. He definitely needs to reload here. He didn't even really hit that guy. Okay, yeah, I was going to say you definitely don't want to be pushing into somebody with 1 shell in your shotgun. There, he at least has some sort of like follow-up weapon. Again, he needs to reload though. On his outlaw shotgun. Having only 1 shell is not great. Just in it's fighting the boss. Easy kill. The vault is opened. I don't think the boss has been eliminated yet though. Why does this person just transform from a default into this skin like right in front of my eyes? I'm not really sure what they're doing. Like personally, I would want to be pressuring that person that's fighting the boss and like try to take advantage of them being distracted with the boss in some way. Just being on the roof, it's really not that beneficial for you. The boss is still alive. The blue hollow twisted there. He could break the floor that's right under him and look down on that person fighting the boss right now. Like by the front door, there's like a floor piece that's almost broken right there. If he breaks that floor, he's looking down at the person fighting the boss, I think. Somebody else just pulled up. This is going to be the end of his game though, I think. He's very weak. He shot both of his outlaw shotgun shots already too. I was going to say that should just be the end of his game. With the outlaw shotgun, if you don't hit both of your shots really good, like if you miss one or you know maybe just get like unfortunate damage on one, the likelihood of you winning that fight is really low. Person's finally fighting the boss. This boss does like mark everybody in the area, so the person in the vault should know that the person we're spectating is here as well. I'm gonna try to just kill him with the Sub-Zero, but that is an easy kill for Ollie, and then he's gonna be able to get the boss here as well. Excellent. I'm gonna drink this big and then take his chug jug back. Somebody else on him. And that's GG's probably, unfortunately. And that's Fortnite boss POIs. I'm guessing that this person was chilling up top the whole time and that the player we were initially spectating maybe knew they were there and then was going for it. It's like weird because I'm not sure if like the marking was like working properly on Spectator. But that is why you should never let your guard down in these vault locations. If that player had just gone in this little side room to heal, they're probably still alive in this match. But that like small little minute, you know, oversight just cost them the game. And that is one of the really unfortunate circumstances of playing at an area like this where you know there's going to be people there to third party you and kind of like, you know, playing slower. That's always how the vault POIs go. And it's kind of the same with the black markets as well. I don't even know if the vault was really looted or not. on the inside. We never got to see in there. Fighting going down there, but I'm not even sure if they're human. These may very well be AI. Nice 100 tag. That's 100. Ah, it is real, I think. You gotta be careful, rocket. Oh no. Someone. It says he exploded him. I don't know what just happened. I think this guy like shot his sticky launcher onto the tree, and then the player was spectating breaking the tree, resulted in that sticky instantly blowing up. I do not know what happened there. Nice. Is this copyrighted music? I don't know if I have that setting on. Okay, I have it muted. Nice. But yeah, that was a very bizarre situation. I was going to say that like with the rocket drill, you have to be careful just pushing directly on somebody like that though, because there's like a brief delay. Like when you switch weapons on the drill, you can't start pulling out the gun you actually want until after you land. And so that brief delay can kind of grief you. He had enough damage on that player he was pushing to where it would have been like fine probably. He had like that person was so weak. But if you just tag someone like 20 to 30, you don't really want to be keying them with the rocket drill, because that like brief delay can really cost you. And then a lot of times if I'm trying to land on somebody, I'll kind of land short and then land in a slide and then swap weapons as I'm like sliding towards them. Getting shot in the back now. See, that's what I'm talking about. There's like a small delay when taking out the gun, which doesn't really matter here because this is an AI. But if you were like getting up close on somebody, that small delay can let them get a shot off on you before you can really shoot back. And in shotgun fights, that can be the difference maker. Gonna throw the squishy down and then use it to fly and pick his drill back up. One thing I like about how this person is using the drill, which I think like messes up a lot of players, is they use it too high and they use it for too long. I think the ideal way to use the drill is kind of in short bursts. That way you're not as susceptible to getting fried. And using it in short bursts going from like cover to cover. Like right there, he's just traveling, and so it's not really in a fight. But even then, if you're careless in those situations, that can get you killed, as we saw with the person that we were on board with prior to Gus. When he's going to be making his way towards... maybe Seaport City? Golden Llama here. The 1,000 gold real quick and splashes. I doubt he takes the splashes because he has a chug jug though. But if you're struggling on gold this season, you should not be. The vaults give you a lot, and those golden llamas also give you a lot. And there is several golden llamas per game. I think I found like 3 in a match once. I don't know if I've ever found more than 3 in a game, but I think it's pretty common that I find like 1 to 2 a match, and that's a lot of gold. Shooting up ahead. He's not going towards the shot, so it sounds like the shots are like over there. And that person is using the drum gun. What are we doing? I would really like to have the drum gun. I think it's very, very good. And it's seeming like this player mostly favors the mammoth pistol for longer range fights. So having the drum gun as a spray would be good. Car is almost blown up. He's getting fried by the drum gun, I think. The drum gun is so good against cars. Not only does it like do solid damage with a good fire rate, but also 40 rounds in the mag. Gives you more time to spray the cars than like the other ARs. Just steals this enemy's car. There was a car behind this person though. There's like another person that was pulling up. I think that car is just continuing to chase him. Yeah. Gonna look for shots on them, but this is... oh, that's actually the weak car. This is perfect for him. If he mammoths here, this person will die, I think. Like, not necessarily that shot's killing them, but they're winning the fight off that shot. Like, even if he didn't hit that second shot, that guy's landing on him with the drill while just weak. I didn't realize he chased in the weak car. I thought it was like a healthier car, like the third party I was talking about that pulled up this one. They got in his car with him. This is a drum gun player. A lot of his guns aren't loaded here, though. His AR wasn't loaded, and his mammoth pistol isn't loaded, I don't think. He's going to steal the healthier car, I think. He's trying to reload first. I think they got in. Oh, no, they didn't. They didn't. There's a lot of people here, and this is kind of the downside to having a medallion. Like, you just can sometimes get in these situations where you're just getting, like, chained third-partied after third-partied. It's not necessarily like the medallion really gives your location away in terms of, like, exactly where you are, but just having more people consistently pull up into the area can be bad for you. But it can also be good for you because this person that was hard chasing him, now he can turn around and re-third-party this. This is, like, actually pretty well played. Like, he got to that car, reloaded his guns, got away, and then kind of identified that he could, like, turn around and re-third-party it. A lot of players that I kind of get annoyed with watching these in these videos is they just constantly run. Whereas this player was running and repositioning, but it's like they weren't only doing that, you know? Unfortunately, this AI just shot them in the back, and that's going to allow that other person to escape. Sniper to its, like, left side, it sounds like. And they're healing. He only has the drill for mobility. Damn, that's a good shot. He hit both of them. I was going to say, he only has a drill for mobility, so it's, like, not as easy for him to push this as if he had, like, shockwaves or the shockwave rocket launcher. This car is going to be, like, really inconvenient to make work again, I think. Yeah. Maybe now it will work. Okay. Probably somebody in that bunker. That's probably where that sniper is. There's a bunker to his, like, left side. He's more so going for the person he just had weak, but this person has had, like, ample time to heal. If he plays this thinking this guy is one shot, this could really cost him. He might get this kill, though. It looks like that person was, like, trying to heal with the squishy, yeah. This GG's. Should be, at least. Mammoth pistol is so good. Hitting a shot like that to open, like, makes it so hard for that person to win the fight. There's bunkers here, but he could just hop on that and probably win if he went right away. That's kind of like what I was saying about the drill. If he drilled and then landed on, like, the bottom of that wall and then jumped around swapping weapons as he did so, I think he definitely could have gotten that kill. But he kind of didn't do anything and then allowed that player to heal. And if he had, like, shocks there, he certainly can get that kill. The only thing I don't like about this is that, like, he's allowed this player to heal so many times now. If he ends up losing to that player, he's definitely going to be sad about the fact that he just let him get away. And, like, that goes to show why it is so important to, like, take advantage of those damage advantageous situations. That fight was, like, very, very winnable. And then now he just gets fried 100 because the drum gun is insane. And he's going to be able to heal and reset. We don't really know how healthy this player is. I don't think they're very healthy. They didn't splash again after, like, the first bunker. But who knows, you know? Now that person got away, now they can go find more heals and be a problem later on. And if there was, like, a third party ready to, like, push after he got, like, beamed by the drum gun, I think this player would have lost there. Especially when you're dealing with, like, better players. Like, I think that person that has the drum gun there is, like, decent. When you're dealing with better players like that, it is very important to take advantage of the, like, advantages you get and get them out of the game. This car is going to blow up. He luckily gets around the corner. If it was a little bit weaker and he, like, blew up while that person had line of sight on him, things would have gotten sketchy. He's going to get to full health again, though. Doesn't seem like the person is chasing him. But at times, it can be hard to know with the rocket drill. It's pretty quiet. And then same with the shockwave rocket launcher. If they're, like, decently far away, it can be hard to tell if you're getting pushed. But that's just two back-to-back fights that went, like, heavily in the favor of that drum gun player. Is this fall damage? Oof. There's shockwaves in front of him. There's one mini for heals. There is vending machines around here, though. I don't know if any of them are heals. I think this one right here might be a heal vending. Being able to go there and buy big pots would be massive for this player. Or just going to this black market, you can get big pots there. It sounds like somebody near him has the slap chug cannon. I think I've heard that go off twice. G-Wagon is much healthier in this car. Oof. Unfortunately, this car gets fried. He takes a good amount of damage as well. The car is going to blow up here. He's going to die in the car, I think. Ooh, he's so lucky. If that person had an extra shot or two to shoot into the car, it would have blown up faster and he would be dead or basically dead right now. I don't know exactly what his HP was at, but I think the car explosion would have been enough to kill him. When you break someone's car, if you do enough damage, it gets disabled and then its health starts ticking down to 0. If you keep shooting it after disabling it, it blows up sooner. And you want to blow it up sooner. That way the person inside gets caught by the blast. They have less time to react. And I think that's what the person shooting at him was trying to do. But they ran out of ammo. I would want to check over here to the left by the radio tower. I don't know if that tower spawned this game. But if it did, there could be extra heals there. Because I think those tower guards drop heals. I think they drop chilled kegs or chug jugs. And if that was the case, then the person who would have gotten it likely either took it or like left it. But if they took it, they probably dropped their heals. Hard pulling up on him here. I don't think this is that great to fight though, because there's still that person in Seaport City for sure. If he can get like chip shots on them with the mammoth, that's great, but he doesn't want to be in a prolonged like AR fight here because he's very likely to get third partied, I think. That car is weak though. He'd be a decent start to the fight. He blows it up and then switches to the mammoth for the kill. Unfortunately, that person gets out fast enough. But if you got them with like the car explosion and that shot, that'd have been great. It looks like there's some exotic stuff on the railway tracks. I just got so scared for him there. Take fall damage. Oh wait, I think he did take fall damage. The med kit here, but that was just unnecessary. Gonna be a fresh drill as well. It's not fresh, but probably has more use. Yeah, it does. Man said he had the nitro medallion. This medallion would be so amazing if it negated fall damage. I love having it as is, but there's just perma no fall damage like nitro. That'd be huge. Get the gold here, but draws attention to himself doing so. Shockwaves. No extra heals though. And imagine if this player went to the black market earlier instead of getting in the car and fighting that, like getting their car blown up. They went to the black market and got heals, so I think they'd be in a much better situation in this game. Get sprayed there, but it's not really going to matter too much. They're going to be able to heal back. Oh, someone has this marking sniper as well. I would want to check this vending machine that's above him so badly if I was him, because I'm pretty sure that's a heal one. At least it was last season. I try my best to avoid Seaport City. I do not enjoy being here. He's going to try to get out of here. I don't think that's the worst play ever. It might have been hard to use that vending with this many people here. I think the sniper is on top of this building. But they're going to have to leave Seaport City anyway, so getting ahead and getting on this mountain and then looking back, I think is good. Shit, like, Storm really isn't that big of a deal right now. It's only at 2, but it still will force people to, like, move their character. The only thing he really has to worry about is other people holding him. Someone just behind him, by the way. They just came up here with the rocket drill. And that's game GG's. That's what I was saying earlier about the drill being silent. What I was going to say, though, is he has to worry about other people looking back as well. Like, if you're looking back to hold people in zone, you have to be aware that other people could just be trying to do the same thing. And then you kind of end up like a monkey in the middle. Especially when you have a medallion like that that's going to be drawing a lot of attention to you. 4 players remain. This person has no heals as well. Water Sprite. Definitely try to grab that. He has a free slot. Unfortunately, he's getting melted by the drum gun, and that's probably going to be the end of his game because the rocket drill, even if you are using it in short bursts like this person is doing, it is hard to escape the drum gun, especially when you're already weak like that. And that's why I don't like having the rocket drill as my only form of mobility. Even like drum gun aside though, just like these ARs melt. And so if you're already, you know, half health, you're getting fried and the only way to escape is to drill. It is very likely the other player is going to be able to prevent you from escaping. I'm surprised this person didn't go grab the medallion there because this is the drum gun player that fried the guy we were spectating earlier. Like, he's been fighting that medallion all game. I thought he wanted it. This person might end up winning. That I was saying earlier could have just been probably knocked out of the game much earlier. They only have one shockwave, but they have bunkers as well. Only 2 opponents. More shocks there. That's huge for them. They take the chug jug instead of the splashes. They're just going to top off on health and then take it probably. You want to check before you do that though, because you see his chug jug has 140. How disappointing would it be if the chug hug had like 40? Like he would rather use the chug and then took the splashes, you know? Like if you are ever going to use heals and then take a chug jug, just make sure you check it first, because you can't see like the percent it's at when you're just looking at it like that. That's an AI, I'm pretty sure. The final player isn't an AI though. I was gonna say, if it's like a situation like this where it's a 1v1v1 and you know the other player's an AI like that, fighting them but not really committing too much time to it and like trying to bait the other person into third partying you can be pretty good, because when it is a 1v1v1, it's pretty much always the 2 that fight are gonna get third partied by the other one. But you can use that to your advantage at times, knowing you're gonna get third partied. Zone pulled far. This is not a good play though. GG's. Game over. Landing on someone dry like that with the rocket drill makes no sense at all. Like as soon as I saw him doing that, I knew it was game over. Because I talked about earlier, the rocket drill has that small delay to pulling out your weapons, which like can be not ideal if you're trying to land on somebody you have weak, but it's like terrible if you're landing on somebody that's full health. I'm not sure why they chose to do that, but that is going to be it for this video. As always, if you guys did find this to be helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like to see more, comment down below which of the mythics and exotics are your favorite, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.